My girlfriend posted, "Single until someone proves they deserve me," while we were still together. I commented, "Good luck with that." Then I changed my status to happily single and tagged her. The post disappeared in under 60 seconds. I, 27 male, was scrolling Instagram during my lunch break when I saw it. My girlfriend Brianna, 26, had posted one of those aesthetic quote posts with her morning coffee. The caption, "Single until someone proves they deserve me. Know your worth, queens." We'd been together for 3 years, living together for 1. I stared at my phone for a solid minute. Then I commented, "Good luck with that." Within 30 seconds, I changed my relationship status to happily single and tagged her. Made sure it was public too. Her post vanished in under 60 seconds. My phone started buzzing immediately. But here's the thing. This wasn't some random impulse post. See, I'd been noticing weird stuff for weeks. Brianna had been going out for girls' nights more often. She'd flip her phone face down whenever I walked by, and she'd been making these little comments about how I was too comfortable and didn't try anymore. I tried. All right, date nights, flowers, the whole deal. But apparently, posting thirst traps for validation from strangers was more important than our actual relationship. The buzzing got intense. 12 missed calls. I didn't answer. Instead, I went back to work and finished my shift. When I got home that evening, Brianna was sitting on the couch with her arms crossed, looking like I'd personally offended her ancestors. "What the hell was that about?" she demanded. "Which part? You telling the internet you're single, or me agreeing with you?" "It was just a quote, Dylan. Every girl posts stuff like that." "Every girl in a relationship posts that they're single? You're being so dramatic. It didn't mean anything." "Cool, then neither did my response." She stood up, grabbed her purse. "I'm going to stay at Kendall's tonight. Maybe you'll realize how stupid you're being. Take your time." The door slammed. I ordered pizza and watched the game. Update 1. So Brianna's been at her friend Kendall's place, and the drama has cranked up to 11. First, she had Kendall message me. Kendall, who I've met maybe 4 times, sent me this long paragraph about how I violated Brianna's trust and publicly humiliated her, and how real men don't act petty on social media. I replied, "Real girlfriends don't pretend to be single online." Kendall blocked me. Then came Brianna's mom, Helen. This woman called me 7 times before I finally picked up. The conversation went like this. "Helen, Dylan, sweetheart, what's going on?" "Brianna is devastated. She posted that she was single. I just confirmed it." "Helen, you know how girls are on social media. It's all for fun." "Is cheating for fun too?" "What? She would never." "I didn't say she did, but posting you're single when you're not is basically advertising, isn't it?" Helen went quiet. Then, "You need to apologize. She's very upset. She knows where I live." But here's where it gets interesting. My buddy Garrett works at the same marketing firm as Brianna. He texted me yesterday. "Yo, thought you should know. Brianna's been having lunch with that new account manager Jerome every day this week. They look friendly." Jerome, the dude she said gave her weird vibes when he started 2 months ago. I did some digging. Went through her Instagram followers. We still followed each other, though she'd removed all our couple photos. Found Jerome's profile. Scrolled back. He'd liked every single post. Going back 3 months, including the ones where she was posting gym selfies at 6 a.m. with captions like "Early bird gets the gains." I screenshotted everything. Not for revenge or anything. Just evidence. Last night Brianna texted, "Are you ready to talk like adults?" Me, "Sure. Should I invite Jerome too, or is this just between us?" She read it. No response. Update 2. The entitlement has reached astronomical levels. Brianna showed up at our apartment, technically mine. I'd been renting it before we met, with a whole delegation. Kendall, her sister Meredith, and her mom Helen. They came to collect her things, but really came to stage an intervention. Helen started, "Dylan, this has gone too far. Brianna made a tiny mistake. Posting she's single while living with her boyfriend is a tiny mistake." Meredith jumped in. "You're focusing on the wrong thing. She loves you." Funny way of showing it. Then Brianna, who'd been quiet, started crying. Not sad crying, angry crying. "You ruined everything. Jerome won't even talk to me now because you made that comment. He thinks I'm drama." I actually laughed. "So you admit there was something with Jerome?" "No, we were just friends. But he was interested, And now he thinks I'm toxic because of your comment. She could have had something better, and you sabotaged it. Something better? While we were together? Brianna, I wasn't going to do anything. I just liked the attention. Is that so wrong? Yes. Next question. Helen tried the guilt trip. We were planning Thanksgiving. I bought a bigger turkey. I'm sure Jerome likes turkey. That's when Meredith revealed the real reason they were there. Brianna needs to stay here until she finds a new place. She can't keep sleeping on Kendall's couch. That's unfortunate. So you're just gonna throw her out? After 3 years? I'm not throwing anyone out. She left. Remember? To think about how stupid I was being? Brianna stood up. Fine, but I'm taking everything I bought for this place. Go ahead. She went through the apartment like a tornado, took the coffee maker, fair, took the shower curtain, weird but okay, took all the batteries from the remotes, petty. Then she tried to take my PlayStation, claiming she'd contributed to it. You bought one game, FIFA 22, which you can take. I bought groceries that you ate. That money could have gone to the PlayStation. Even her mom looked embarrassed at that one. They left with her stuff in garbage bags because she'd forgotten to bring boxes. As they were leaving, Brianna turned. You're gonna regret this. No one else will put up with your boring ass. I'll take my chances. Update 3. The Jerome situation imploded spectacularly. So after Brianna's delegation left, I figured that was it. I'd move on, she'd move on, life goes on. Nope. Garrett sent me a text Monday morning. Dude, you need to see this. With a link to Brianna's Instagram story. She'd posted a series of those vague motivational quotes. Sometimes the trash takes itself out, and upgrading in all areas of life, and my personal favorite, when he can't handle your glow up. But the last slide was her and Jerome at some upscale cocktail bar, captioned, New Beginnings with Better Energy. Here's the thing, I didn't care. Good for her, right? Except she'd also tagged the location, and it happened to be the bar where my cousin Toffer works as a bartender. Toffer texted me later that night. Your ex is here with some dude. They're on a date, but she keeps talking about you. It's weird, bro. According to Toffer, their entire conversation was Brianna comparing Jerome to me. Dylan never took me to places like this. I did. She said it was pretentious. Dylan was so threatened by successful men. I make more than Jerome. Dylan was too insecure to let me have male friends. Never stopped her from having any friends. Jerome apparently looked increasingly uncomfortable as the night went on. Topper said at one point, Jerome asked about her last relationship, and she went on a 20-minute rant about how I was emotionally abusive for responding to her post. The kicker? She showed Jerome our old text conversations to prove how controlling I was, including the ones where I was asking her to please contribute to rent since she'd been living there for free for 6 months. Jerome left early, paid for his drinks only. Brianna stayed and tried to flirt with Topper. He told her he was my cousin. She left immediately. But wait, it gets better. The next day, Jerome messaged me on LinkedIn. Hey man, I wanted to apologize. I didn't know you two were still together when she started pursuing me. She told me you'd been broken up for months. I'm not that guy. Thought you should know she's been telling people at work that you were abusive, and that's why she was looking for protection from a real man. Just wanted to clear the air. Good luck, bro. I thanked him and screenshotted it. Then I did something petty. I posted a gym selfie, first post in like 2 years, with the caption, Single life hitting different tint. Thanks for the motivation at Brianna Lee. She blocked me within the hour. But not before her sister Meredith DM'd me. That was unnecessary. So was pretending to be single while we were together. She's going through a lot right now. Consequences aren't something you go through. They're something you earn. Update 4. Brianna tried to move back in. I'm not joking. Last Friday, I came home from work to find her sitting outside my apartment door with 2 suitcases and a face full of tears. The security camera footage later showed she'd been there for 2 hours. Dylan, please. I messed up. Yep. Can we just talk? Inside? We can talk right here. She stood up, trying to look dignified despite mascara tracks. I got evicted from Kendall's. Her roommate came back from Europe early, and Jerome told everyone at work about our date. They're all calling me a homewrecker. You literally were one to your own home. I had nowhere else to go. My mom's place is too small. Meredith lives with her boyfriend. And I miss us. You miss free rent. That's when she snapped, full on shrieking in the hallway. You owe me. I wasted 3 years on you. I decorated this place. I made it a home. You can't just throw me away. You threw yourself away when you posted you were single. My neighbor Carl stuck his head out. Everything okay, Dylan? Yeah, just explaining to my ex why she can't move back in. Carl, absolute legend, goes, oh, the one who was cheating with that Jerome guy? My wife saw it all on Instagram. Brianna turned purple. I wasn't cheating. Just advertising for replacements, Carl said, then went back inside. The security desk called. Apparently, Brianna had told them she lived there and lost her key. When they called me to confirm, I explained the situation. They sent someone up to escort her out. As security arrived, she tried one last manipulation. I'm pregnant. I actually laughed. No, you're not. How do you know? Because we haven't had sex in 2 months. You were always too tired or not in the mood, remember? The security guard tried not to smirk. As she was being escorted out, she screamed, "You'll never find anyone like me." That's the point. But here's where it gets really good. An hour later, Helen called. How dare you embarrass Brianna like that? She showed up uninvited and lied about being pregnant. She's desperate. You've ruined her reputation. She ruined it herself. She needs a place to stay, not my problem. Helen then hit me with this gem. If you take her back, I'll pay her portion of rent for 3 months. So you're trying to pay me to date your daughter? Silence. That's really sad, Helen. She Hunnel update. The complete meltdown and unexpected conclusion. So after the fake pregnancy stunt, I figured Brianna would finally get the message. Wrong again. She created a whole TikTok series called Dating After Emotional Abuse. I kid you not. She'd filmed these videos talking about healing from narcissistic relationships and recognizing red flags you missed. The red flags she listed: gets upset when you express yourself authentically, aka posting you're single, and isolates you from potential friendships. My sister Remy found them and sent them to me. They had like 200 views each, but Brianna was acting like she was gonna be the next big relationship coach. Then came the group text. Brianna added me to a group chat with her mom, dad, who'd been silent until now, sister, Kendall, and 3 other friends I barely knew. The message: intervention for Dylan's commitment issues and emotional problems. Her dad, Roger, started, "Son, I think you need to man up here." Me, I did. That's why I'm single. See, he's still being hostile. Random friend number 1, Dylan. Brianna told us everything. The gaslighting, the control. Me, post screenshot of her single until someone proves they deserve me. Post. Me, post screenshot of Jerome's LinkedIn message. Post screenshot of her asking to move back in. Then I left the group. Roger called me privately an hour later. I didn't know about the Instagram post. Helen told me you just randomly attacked her online. I'm sorry, son. Brianna, she gets this from her mother. Entitlement. I mean, why do you think I work so much overtime? Then he hung up. But the real finale came last week. I was at the grocery store, minding my business in the cereal aisle, when I heard, "Dylan?" It was Kendall, alone, looking exhausted. "Brianna's been staying with me again," she said without preamble. "She won't leave. She won't get a job. She just makes TikToks all day and complains about you. I can't take it anymore." "Why are you telling me this?" "Because I owe you an apology. She's been doing this for years. Every boyfriend posts thirst traps, entertains other guys, then plays victim when they leave. I enabled it because she's my friend, but I can't anymore." "Okay. She's planning to show up at your job next week with her mom to expose you to your boss. Thought you should know. Thanks for the heads up." She started to leave, then turned. "That Jerome guy? He wasn't the first. While you were together, I mean. There were at least 3 others she was texting. She called them her backup plans." I wasn't even surprised. Monday came. I gave my boss and HR a heads up. Sure enough, Brianna and Helen showed up at reception demanding to speak to my manager about my abusive behavior that could affect my work performance. Security had them removed. HR sent them a cease and desist letter. The TikTok stopped after that. Probably because she got banned for harassment after I reported her for using my photo without permission in one of her red flag videos. Last I heard, through Garrett, who still works with her. Or did. Brianna got fired for missing too much work to make content. Helen and Roger are getting divorced. Apparently this was the last straw in a long line of Helen's enabling behavior. Kendall evicted her by literally changing the locks while she was out. Jerome transferred to a different office to avoid the drama. Meredith posted on Facebook about being disappointed in family members who can't take accountability. As for me, I'm doing great. Started seeing this girl Thea from my rock climbing gym. First thing she said when we matched on Hinge, "Just so you know, my relationship status is accurate across all platforms." I knew she was a keeper. Oh, and the best part, Brianna made one last Instagram post last week. A quote about rising from the ashes with a selfie where she's clearly been crying. The caption, "Single by choice, healing from trauma, ready for my glow-up era." Someone commented, "Weren't you just trying to get your ex back?" She deleted the post. Sometimes the trash really does take itself out. And sometimes it tries to crawl back in through the window, claim it's pregnant, start a TikTok career, and get your dad to divorce your mom in the process. But hey, at least she's authentically expressing herself now. As a single woman, just like she wanted. Good luck with that.